So I want to talk about the latest episode of Moon Knight, episode 5, spoilers if you haven't seen it. There's one thing I really like about it, and one thing I really don't like about it, and I'm going to go over what I don't like first. I really don't like that they are saving the reveal of the third alter for the last episode. I feel like that's going to be a major pacing fail. They won't have time to build him up or anything. He's going to have to be revealed, be plot relevant, and somehow have a resolution all within the span of an hour, while simultaneously resolving all the other plot lines. So I feel like the last episode's going to feel really cramped. I also don't particularly like that they definitively said Stephen Grant is the fake one. Like, part of the mystery of Moon Knight is anytime a new author picks him up, there's doubt cast on his entire history. And it's never particularly clear who's real or the original. And if Stephen is, actually dead, I feel like that is a major missed opportunity. Like, the resolution of Moon Knight is he gets rid of all of his alters. That kind of, makes him completely different from the comics, kind of writes him against the very core of his character, and I just don't like that. That being said, something that I really thought was cool, which kind of ties into all my videos about consciousness I've been making recently, is that both Stephen and Mark had a soul. They were two people sharing one body, but two people. They weren't given a soul by some celestial being. They had a soul because they exist. Like the episode flat out goes, Mark made up Stephen. But Stephen, by virtue of being able to exist and lead his own life and have his own personality and knowledge and so on and so forth, is as much of a person as Mark. He has a soul. So it's not that we are granted souls when we are born or something, but rather the act of existence is what gives you the soul. Stephen had a soul because he existed. I don't know, I think that that's pretty cool. I mean, theology in the Marvel Universe is all kinds of porked, but I just thought that this was a neat notion. Though again, this could be undercut by the fact that as soon as Stephen was thrown overboard, suddenly Mark's scales were balanced. It really makes Stephen feel like a lesser character, which isn't necessarily the case in the comics. I mean, Mark is clearly the main alter in the comics, but Stephen is very frequently portrayed as an important part of who Moon Knight is. As is Jake, for that matter. But again, we're not gonna see Jake until the last episode, so pacing fail. Anyway, I still like it, and I'm still excited for the last episode. Let me know what you guys have thought of Moon Knight so far in the comments.